Hello everyone, welcome back to another Minecraft Bedwars video, and in this video we're going to be talking about sniping and how Mojang's new update may just, if things work out, end sniping by 2021 approximately. So we will start off, I will talk about what sniping is, how it works, how it's gotten worse, how it's prevented win streak records, and how this new update can solve that. So what is sniping? Basically, sniping is this not very nice thing where people go on accounts and they use hack lines and they find a player with high stats and or a high win streak, and then they just fly on them and ruining their stats or ending their win streak. They often have hundreds or thousands of ults from these really cheap ult shops, and because of this, if one of their accounts gets banned, they just go on another one and find the player. This is especially detrimental if you have a high win streak, and like one that everyone knows about, for example, bombies win streak, which I'll talk about a bit further on. And her win streak was basically sniped on when they were around 1,100 or something. So they got so far, everyone knew about it, and obviously eventually they would get sniped because of all these exploits that have made sniping worse over the years, which I'm going to talk about. Now sniping, you can divide it off into, I guess, two branches. The first one is one that's more annoying and probably more relevant to all of you guys, which is just random sniping. I'm not sure what it's called, I just call it that. Basically, with the help of all these new technologies such as bwstats overlays, which if you pay $1 a week or something, you can see everyone's win streak, stats, FKDR, wins, losses, everything in your game, in each game mode right now. As soon as you join a game, it will show up. I have it, I'm just going to demonstrate it. I do not use this. I used to use it, I stopped using it because obviously it's not something, I don't really support it. I know a lot of people use it, but obviously it's one of the things that helps sniping, and I'm sure a lot of snipers have their own variants of this kind of thing. So basically, you can look at this, my game right now. Basically, with the overlay on, and I do not have full screen on my overlay, so I'm just going to restart this recording in 1 second. So you should be able to see my screen right now. As you can see, I'm in a lobby. This is the Bedwars Stats overlay mod. You can have it right here, and I'll just demonstrate how this works. Let's say you join a solo game, and you just slash shoot, and it just shows you everyone's stats. And I'm in a game right now. I did not mean to do this, but I'm on a win streak, so I'm gonna leave. So this is basically how Bedwars stats work. As you can see, you can pay for the full version, get all of this. I know I'm technically advertising this, but I need to show this for the purpose of the video. I mean, as long as it's not exactly illegal. It used to have a de-nicking exploit where you could expose people's nicks, which I will talk about further on, but I think they don't have that anymore, thankfully. So it's not illegal, but obviously it can help sniping. It can help the average player also snipe if they don't have access to a lot of like other technologies. See, I went a little bit off topic there. Basically, they go and get and just randomly queue 4v4 games, 4v4 games usually, and then they will find, as soon as they get in a game with someone with a high win streak, they will basically fly on them. I once had a person in my party with an 80 win streak. We got sniped on first game, which is like anyone can get affected by it. It's usually in 4v4. Thankfully, the Bedwars stats overlay people, they have made bots as well, which can help anti-sniping. So basically, it has random people that queue a game. If they find these accounts are randomly queuing games, they will tag them as a sniper. So it can also help fight. Thankfully, they're not, but obviously it can be used the other way as well. The second type of sniping I will talk about is it's called targeted sniping. It's basically where someone with a high win streak, say the great RedMeteor was going for the world record win streak and was going to get a 2,000 win streak. Basically, this is why everyone keeps their win streak secrets. They randomly lose in solo games just so they can keep their win streaks in maybe 44 doubles or threes or whatever, so it doesn't show in their overall win streak. and then they will, or sometimes they even go on ults for all of their parties, and basically this way they'll try and avoid sniping. People even buy safelists from some major sniping groups so that they don't get sniped. But basically people will use these overlays. There's rumors that they have a de-nicking exploit where they can expose people's nicks as well. So hopefully that's not true. I don't have any evidence to confirm that. But they use this, they go into games, and they will find the player they want, or even a member of their party, and if they have the high win streak, they will snipe them. Now, usually you would lose your high win streak in a random game, but now this isn't even possible because this overlays can show win streaks for each game mode. So that's great. However, this update, which I will talk about, shows how fixing this. A recent example of this targeted sniping is bombies. There is a video that Big Fat Pengo made. It's a very good video. It has 10,000 views and it's really explained this in more detail. Basically, I'll have a card in the top right if it renders, and I'll also put a link to the video in the description. Basically, she was going for the win streak with her tournament members party, and she in fact bought safelists from one of the biggest sniping group. How there was this lesser known, or it used to be the biggest but lesser known sniping group nowadays, that wanted to end her win streak, and eventually they did, and that's how the win streak ended. Probably could have beaten the world record from Dephone, maybe, but obviously it didn't because of sniping. So now we're finally going to be talking about this brand new update that has come out. Recently, Mojang announced that they're going to migrate all of their Java accounts. So previously you needed a Java account to play, well, not a Java account, but you need to have an account on the Mojang website and link to Java, and with this new update, it's migrating all the accounts to Microsoft accounts. Obviously you will know Microsoft owns Mojang now, and this update is supposed to be a major security enhancer, and what this does is every Minecraft account from around 2021 will need to have a Microsoft account linked, or you won't be able to play. This includes your account. So basically, yeah, hackers, you see, it doesn't stop people hacking on their mains causes cheating, but this does stop blatant hackers a lot, because nearly all blatant hackers will go on ults and b-hop on them. But these ults, they aren't exactly legitimate real accounts. No one's going to pay $30 per ult to play and hack on people. So basically they hack these accounts, they crack them, they expose them. I'm not going to explain much about this or detail about this. There's more, you can read up on that. Basically they crack the accounts so they can see these ult shops sell these cracked accounts, well, not cracked accounts but unlocked accounts at ridiculously cheap prices, $2 for 50, something like that. If you're not playing on Hypixel crack servers, you can just make it. If you download one cheap free hack line, it can make cracked ults for you. This isn't a real account. This just makes a fake alias for Minecraft, and then you can join cracked accounts. Obviously Hypixel has better security, but you can still hack using the old shops, old accounts. Sadly, this also means that a lot of people lose their accounts this way, because when these ults are created, they usually come from real accounts, and this is why even some of my friends have gotten their accounts hacked, and then they'll probably be sold in all shops. So obviously now it's better security. Ults aren't really going to be, it shouldn't be as big of a thing. I'm not sure if anything will come out, but in the near future, ults this should pretty much end, thankfully, which means blatant sniping is basically gonna completely halt. Obviously people can snipe on their mains, people can closet cheat on their mains, but this is much less of an issue in my opinion than snipers blatantly sniping people like that. If anything, if this doesn't completely stop sniping, it'll make it much harder to do so, which is why I think this is a great update from Mojang. Alright, so this is basically all I was going to cover in this video. I really wanted to make one about it because it is circulating in the forums, and hopefully with this new update we can see people break the old win streak record, we can see new win streak records, we can see sniping become much less a deal, or even stop compared to what it was all these past few months. And hopefully win streak records get broken, hopefully people can enjoy their games more, and Mojang, You did something.